Breakfast Time with Bed Fall Festival. I know where I'm It's gonna be bad. Which one?
Not still, so just ring. Just ring.
Really? That was so ignorant. Bryce, just relax. Just wait a second. Which one?
Perfect. And it's fluffy. Yeah, she got it right.
Is yours right? Go stand next to your brother and sister. Come on.
Sit here, sir. Next. Oh, you know why yours isn't turning? Because you didn't mix any of the glue. Do it all at once. All the time. Oh, nice. Good? Yeah. Okay, you want to clean your hands up afterwards? You're not. Oh, yours is perfect! You need a little more? You sure? I don't like it to stick to me at all. Yeah, you're good. Alright, guys. Oh. You don't like it stretchy?
Can you put his legs close to the... Look up.
You got to shake that.
Picture, moving on the floor, gotta love that. How she keep it going on, gotta love that. To the beat like a pro, you love that. She can shake it to the floor, you love that. Picture on the dance floor, dance on the dance floor.
foot so I can
May the force be with
put my
you.
feet up on your butt. I'm sorry.
But you got you going this
I'm about to put my feet on you. I should have said on your butt so I can stretch.
Y'all come up here.
Gonna get smacked.
Kaya! Bryce!
Ignore him. Yeah, like that side tire.
So how come we riding on the flat?
Oh, we ran over to the track practice.
My name is Kevin. I'm the fire prevention officer, and welcome to the fire prevention trailer. What you saw earlier, you saw the smoke coming out. We are going to fill this back room with smoke. Everybody's going to exit, crawl safely. It's going to be a little bit of time to get everybody in the top row all the way down and out. So you got to be careful and cautious. We're going to go about 12 feet, and we're going to go out this door. There are 2 steps out the door, the same as when you came in. Okay? We will put the smoke detector on. We will crawl. I will crawl. The adults are not required to crawl if you don't want to. If adults as you were, if you stay where you are and let all the kids get on through, you can probably just sneak on out this door. But be careful. There are 2 steps there. Once I fill this up with smoke, the visibility is going to be much less. Hang on a question. We're going to talk. So, how many of you at home cook in the kitchen without your adult family member? Parents, grandparents, whoever. You cook in the kitchen without mom or dad? Alright. So, anybody that cooks in the kitchen without their parents needs to cook, when they're cooking on the stove, needs to cook and stay in the kitchen. Adults included. If you're cooking anything on the stove, you need to stay in the kitchen. If you leave the kitchen, you need to turn the heat down to a simmer or even off. Because what will happen is people get distracted, and they leave for an extended period of time. It only takes 30 seconds for a fire to get out of control. And after 30 seconds, every minute fire doubles. So if it starts on that stove, in a minute, the entire area where all of you are sitting on those bleachers is on fire. In 2 minutes, this entire trailer is on fire. In 5 minutes, you can't get out of your own home. That's how quick it happens, guys and girls. 5 minutes. You won't be able to get out of your own house. Okay? So it's important to have smoke detectors in every bedroom and on every floor in your house. And then there's another detector which is over top of these 2 ladies here, which is called a CO detector. A CO detector, you cannot see, you cannot smell, you cannot taste carbon monoxide. So we need a special detector if you have gas or oil or propane type of heating systems. Whether it's heating your food, heating your water, or heating your home. Anything that requires gas of any type or oil, you need to have CO detectors on every floor. I'll get to you in a second, don't worry. Any questions from anybody so far? Alright.
I already know everything because like you came to my school before, CCSA.
Okay.
So I know everything about fire safety because we watched the video. And
Alright. Do you have a question? Or are you just telling me that you know everything? Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. What's your question, you man?
When are we gonna call out?
In a few minutes. I'm going to do that in just a few minutes. Yes, young lady in the back.
Will mommy tell everything about fire things?
What's that?
Will mommy tell anything about fire things?
The movie that I show you typically shows a good amount about how to stay safe in your home. It talks about electrical safety, meaning we should only plug 2 things into that outlet over there. If you use a multi-plug system or a multi-strip, that's fine. But you don't want to plug a multi-strip and then plug another multi-strip into that and plug in a third one into that. If we have an extension cord, it only has either 1 or 2 at the end of that extension cord to plug into it. It doesn't mean that you put an extra multi-plug into that and then plug 6 more things into it. It's only designed for 1 or 2 things. And that's on purpose, because otherwise you're going to overload the circuit and cause a fire. Alright, another thing real quick. We should sleep with our bedroom doors closed, like this. I'm going to start smoking up the back room so that you can see what it's going to look like if smoke were to roll in with a room full of smoke on the other side. The reason we sleep with our bedroom doors closed, we keep the smoke and the heat out of our bedrooms. We can stay safe a lot longer if there's a building fire. Smoke and heat alone will take someone's life, okay? It's very important. That's why we have a smoke detector in our room and a smoke detector outside of the room, so that we can protect both areas if there is a fire. When we check the bedroom door, if there is a fire out there, when we check the bedroom door, if there's a fire out there, we use the back of our hand. We scan the door very quickly to make sure that it's cold. If it's cold, we check the handle as well. If it's hot, we do not open the door. Whether the door is hot or where the handle is hot, it doesn't matter which one. Either one, if it's hot, you do not open the door. If it's cold, when we open the door slowly, because fire may be within a few feet of the door, but you don't know until you open it. The reason we smoke up the trailer the way that we do is because we want you to realize that when you have a building fire, it is not bright. It is dark, and you lose visibility. And a lot of people today have come out of here and be like, I can't see. When you have a building fire, you will not be able to see. When we come to a building fire, we crawl through the same way you crawled out so that we can try and find that fire. And typically, we're within a few feet and we start to see a red flicker inside of the dark smoke. That's when we know we've finally gotten close enough that we've found the fire. So, if a building fire happens in your house, it's not bright. You're not going to be able to see everything that you want to see. It is very dark, and it's very hard to see. Yes, sir?
I have an extension cord in my house.
Extension cord in your house? Okay. Extension cords in our homes are okay, but they can't be plugged into an air conditioning unit. They can't be plugged into a space heater. Both of those items, or any appliance. Appliances, air conditioners, and space heaters are required to be plugged into the outlet on the wall. And that is the only place. So now we've got smoke coming through, right? This is what it would look like if you had a building fire in your house. And this is what it would look like if you were in your room. At this point, we're getting ready to get out of the building because now we have a fire. I'm going to check the door for us real quick. It's cold. The handle is cold. Everybody ready?
Yeah!
Alright, we're going to do this cautiously and carefully. Do not run over anyone. Any of the little ones, please be careful where you are and stay with somebody that's older. Okay? Alright, we're going to set off the smoke detector. The people that are on the floor first are going to start moving. None of you people in the back move until they start going. Here we go.
Bryce? Bryce, it's okay. It's okay. Bryce, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's alright. It's practice. It's practice. Go ahead. Crawl down. Go ahead. Crawl down. It's okay. It's alright. down and crawl. Crawl. Get down. You gotta stay low. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. You did guide yourself. Help you go. Crawl. Stay low. I'm sorry. Crawl and stay low. Stay low so you can't breathe in the smoke. Get low.
I can't say anything.
Get low.
Keep coming, everybody. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming.
You okay?
Keep coming.
Did you get out? You okay now? All right. Okay. How was that? How was that?